Good morning, Ultimate Hustlers. Hey, man, y'all know what time it is. It's 7 a.m. on a Tuesday morning, so y'all know that means it's time for the St. Louis Hustle Podcast with yours truly, CORTEZ Hustle, my girl, Michelle. Hey, and today we're talking about goal setting, and I want to send a message out to my potential goal getters, man. You have to understand the power and the principles of setting goals and how it can move your life forward with incredible precision and accuracy. Ladies and gentlemen, and if you are not a goal getter, you will be by the end of the day. And we're going to tell you at the end of the show where to go and get some accountability partners to help you along the way to get your goals set and met. So do us a favor, comment in the chat where you're from, drop the name of your business and or your brand if you like a free business shout out, and smash that share button, ladies and gentlemen. Chances are there are some goal getters in waiting on your timeline, and they just need to hear these top 10 reasons that you should be setting goals, and we want to help them with that every step of the way. So let us know where you're from, name of your business and or your brand, and Michelle, it's time for us to kick it.
Growing up in St. Louis has never been easy, and most say if you want to succeed here, that you must leave and put down roots somewhere else because of the strong crabs in a barrel mentality here.
I don't know if I'm just an optimistic person, but to see people like Chuck Berry and Nelly make it in the music industry, or the Roberts brothers and Dave Stewart in business, or William Lacey Clay Jr. in politics, can we blame the city, or is it that people just aren't hungry enough?
We're talking to all of the movers and shakers in this town, from entertainers to politicians, social activists and organizers, and of course, entrepreneurs.
Is there a curse on this city that holds people back? Is there an unseen hand that decides who makes it and who doesn't? You're about to find out.
Welcome to St. Louis Hustle.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the St. Louis Hustle Podcast. CORTEZ Hustle and my girl Michelle, coming to you live and direct from the Biz Credit Helper Studios right here in St. Louis, Missouri. Listen, if you are in business and you are not building business credit, you are slipping on your pimping, you are slacking on your macking. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, man, I can't describe how I feel, Michelle. I pulled my business credit report and they're like, hey, you got 80 on your paydex score. I'm like, man, that's dope, because paydex goes from 0 to 100. So I'm almost at 100 with my business credit. Now, if we start talking personal credit, that's a different story.
Oh, another story.
So that's why you can build business credit aside from your person and really change the game. If you are interested in learning more about building your business credit, I need you to go to bizcredithelper.com and learn all about the business credit tips that I'm using to get me 6 trade lines for my business credit, Michelle. I'm super
wow,
stoked
6
about
six
that.
Whole trade,
6 whole trade lines. 6 people have trusted my business
Shut
to be
your
able
mouth.
to get products from them without paying for a full 30 days. So that's how you grow.
I trust you.
That's how you grow and scale a business. Yes. So check it out. Shalay, how was your weekend, sis?
Man. Oh, man. Okay, so I'm going to try to make this quick without, I get overexcitable sometimes because it depends on what it is I want to talk about. Mm-hmm. I just get so worked up. So my weekend was cool. It was the 4th of July, bang, bang, pop, pop.
Yeah.
Black people. Now, I don't know if white people do this because I don't be in enough white neighborhoods to know if white people start the 4th of July on June 25th. I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's when we start the 4th of July. Shenanigans. It starts June 25th through like July 14th.
Yeah.
Because that's when you're going to hear fireworks.
Like June 25th is that one firecracker. Pack.
Right. And you know there was a gunshot
and it's like,
and it's like you hit the ground. And then you're like, oh, it's pre-4th of July. It's June 25th.
Yeah.
Yesterday, today's the 6th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we still got them going. Matter of fact, I don't think they stopped. Because I heard them all through the night, and I woke up at like 5:15 this morning, and they were still popping.
Yes, absolutely. It's crazy. Because with the official holiday, meaning people off work yesterday on Monday, and the actual holiday, the 4th, was on Sunday. So I think just people just said, okay, well, we did the 4th, but since I'm off work today, it's still holiday. So we still popping firecrackers today.
No, you know what it was? We done went and spent $6,500 on fireworks, and we got to pop all these jokers, and they won't last for a year. We're gonna pop them up. Go spend like regular folks, spend your little $75 and pop $75 and let it go. Don't go spend $500 on fireworks.
Yeah, that was the craziest thing.
It was. The other thing about my weekend is I have to talk about this because I'm telling you, I went on this emotional thrill ride over the weekend because I watched Black Woodstock, aka the Harlem Culture Festival. Questlove, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Questlove, but he is the drummer and musician for
Big Hair, Don't Care from the Roots.
Yes, exactly. From the Roots. Look, I credit him to Jimmy Fallon from the Roots. Yeah. And we ain't gonna do that.
They feel enough of a culture already, Michelle.
You're right. My bad. But Questlove did it though. Questlove did this. Don't know how he got a hold of these tapes or what made him put this together, but he got a hold of the archive tapes from the Harlem Culture Festival, aka Black Woodstock, from 1969. And when I tell you, I love must-see TV. I love watching something that takes me on a ride from highs to lows to tears to cheers. And this festival had me doing all that. And it was I am like, okay, little known facts. I'm gonna try to make this brief. Little known facts. This festival happened the same time Woodstock did, right? Woodstock happened for, I think, maybe a couple days in August of 1969. They did the Harlem Culture Festival was for it was like a summer concert series, right? And it was from June through August, and they had festivals. They had something going on pretty much every weekend. And it's this one long guy put the concert together. I took notes. This how real it was. I took a page full of notes, and it was just something I was watching, but it was so interesting. But this guy, Tony Lawrence, he put it all together. He was just a show promoter, a lounge singer, and he was able to get national endorsements and get all of these people in. Everyone from Stevie Wonder to Gladys Knight and Pips to the Fifth Dimension, who, by the way, is from St. Louis. I didn't know that. Shout out. But it was just an amazing show. Highlights for me, before I close this out, is Lil Stevie Wonder. He was about 19. Man, and when I tell you Lil Stevie Wonder at the age of 19, sorry, Lord. If I was 19 at the same time he was 19, Lil Stevie Wonder, blind and all, oh, he could get it. Man, let me tell you, Lil Stevie Wonder, he jammed so hard. I don't remember what he was singing, but he jammed so hard. And then this joker got up. They took him over to the drums and let him go. I was like, Stevie, play the drums. What in the hell? I was like, oh, mildly. I feel some kind of way. Ooh, Stevie. And then you think about what he looked like now, you be like, oh, no, just kidding. But it was great. And then they did a gospel thing. Mahalia Jackson was there. Mahalia. She sang. So here was the last thing. They did a special thing because 1969 was about a year after Dr. King had got assassinated. And Jesse Jackson was at this particular event, and he talked briefly about his last moments, Dr. King's last moments, right? Because Jesse was there. And I had never ever heard this before, and I'm sure other people have, but I just hadn't. Martin Luther King's last words were to Ben, I want to say Bradshaw, but I ain't the man's name. Ben was a saxophone player or horn player, and he was they were supposed to they left the Lorraine. They were going over to this other place where this guy was going to be playing, and Dr. King wasn't feeling well, so apparently he wasn't going to go or something. But he told Ben, listen, make sure you play Precious Lord. Take my hand and play a real pretty. And they say right after he made that statement, the bullet rang out.
Wow.
And it was just, I laughed, I cried, not during that, but I mean, I cried, but I was so excited about Stevie. It was an emotional thrill ride. I would watch it again, and I recommend people. It's on It's on I watched it on Fire Stick, but it's on hell, find it. But it is called Summer of Soul, and
Summer of
Soul. This justice doing yourself wrong if you don't watch it, because it was amazing. I'm done. That was my weekend.
That wasn't all of your weekend. You also had something else amazing happening at the same time that you don't want to tell nobody.
Right. I got so carried away with the Summer of Soul. I told you Stevie Wonder did it for me. I ain't gonna lie, I went to sleep and dreamt about young Stevie Wonder just a little bit. I was like, I'm gonna go back and be 19. I don't want to be a cougar with little Stevie. So yes, the book release. I just want to send a shout out, mad shout outs, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Tiz. I just want to send take two. I just want to send a shout out to everybody that has been showing me mad love with support buying the book. I didn't hit my goal because I wanted to sell 100 books. I wanted to go quick. I want to be like, Pew. But we are out the gate. We're on our way. We're about almost 50 books in, so I'm almost halfway. And so, excuse me, I'm amazed. I want people to get it because it's a great project. It's a great book. I feel like that, and I wrote it. But it's a really good book, and there's so many great tips in it on how to discover more of you, which will, of course, increase your quality of life. So, yes, we got out the gate with those book sales. The book officially dropped, and man, it's not too late. Get a book today. Today is a good day to buy a book, people. Today is a good day to buy a book. So, MichelleA.com. Oh, now that was my weekend.
There you go. Amazing weekend. Anything major going on in St. Louis that we should know about this weekend coming up, this week coming up?
That's cool. Oh, please. No. Wait.
That's what happened when you kick it so hard yourself. You forget about everybody else. Like, hey, man, listen.
This weekend. Your birthday coming up?
No.
Okay. Who? I was like, what is that joke about?
Let's go back to the COVID numbers then. Hey, about COVID, the vaccinations and all of that kind of stuff. No, but that is something that we will start making sure we do for you guys each and every week, kind of let you know what's going on in the world of entertainment policy. Anything special coming up this week, the weekend that you should be putting on your calendar. We're going to be bringing that to you here on St. Louis Hustle Podcast. So we're talking about goal setting these goals. And it was amazing to see that you set a goal to do 100 books. I got halfway there, and all the love and the support, because I was kind of watching that feed and some of your posts over the weekend. And I was like, man, people are showing mad love. And I think that's super dope. But it's funny that I don't think you'd have done that if you didn't have the goal in the first place.
I will unequivocally agree, because when we were doing even soft launch, I didn't have a goal set. I'm just like, I want to sell a book because it's a real good book. And without that push to set a goal, and really, here's the thing, right? In some situations, you got to make your goals known.
Yeah,
I had to let my people know I got a goal. I've been challenged. Like, y'all don't make me look crazy. Don't make me look crazy. But I had to kind of put it out there. A closed mouth don't get fed. And setting that goal. So again, some situations you want to keep them personal, but other situations you can publicly set a goal. It takes teamwork. I can't get there by myself. I wrote the book. I read it. I lived it, but I can't read it to the tune of 100 times to, produce the sales. So, people getting on board, don't buy the book just to support me. Buy the book because you know me and you know what's in me, and what's in me is in that book. That's a goal for y'all. Set a goal. Buy the book and read it.
That's right. Before we get to the A word of the day, Melissa says, yes, I got my book. It's good reading.
Yes, you did.
That's going to cause healing. And I know you, and I know the project well, and that's why you wrote the book, to help women heal, get to loving themselves more, and leveraging the power of self-awareness. Man, so that's where it all starts. So before we bring our Aussie up, you got a word of the day?
I got one. I got a word.
Well, let's do it proper.
And now the Michelle I. Word of the day.
I was like, oh, I just love the way that sounds. Okay, y'all got to get me married quick because I done went from little Stevie Wonder over to Aussie. I wonder what he look like. What does he look like? I mean, looking at voiceover talents. Pray for the saints. Okay, so the Michelle A word of the day. I've been trying to get these like quick little bursts for you guys just to really drop a little nugget. My A word of the day is going to be trust the process. Trust the process, people. Okay. There was a scripture that came to mind, and I really should have looked up where the scripture was. So my Bible scholars out there, folks that have access to YouTube, Google, y'all find this for me. But it's the scripture that says, after you have suffered a little while, the Lord your God will settle you, establish you, and strengthen you. Right? Trust the process. And what made me come to this scripture was I had this talk with my daughter, and just about, family and friends, etc. When you have people in your life and you see them going through something and you don't know what to do to get them out of that something, because maybe there's something that they're going through is not healthy, right? And you want to do more, but you don't. It's like you want to pick up that burden, but it's like, if I do, I don't even have the energy. And so that really was taking me under, because I have a family member that I think is going through some drug abuse. And I went through this with a sibling. My brother was addicted to drugs and passed away. And I kicked myself because I didn't take more time with him to be patient, to be understanding. And then when I did, he passed away 2 weeks later. I made amends. We kind of, started hanging out again. And from the time I made amends to him passing was about a week and a half. Wow. And so this other family member, I'm like, well, I had all these what ifs. And my daughter, pregnancy must make you speak through wisdom, because wow. She just said, "Ma, trust the process." In that moment, God didn't let him leave without giving you that opportunity to say goodbye. We don't know when our time is on earth, when it's going to be called up or whenever, but trust the process. You know what I'm saying? And that made me think of that scripture, that where I thought I was being so hard, or I thought sometimes we're harder on ourselves about things. If we trust the process, we can just kind of maneuver through without the worry of, well, did I do it right? Or when should I do it? Or did it happen like it should? Trust it after you suffered a while. Did you pull it up? Well, look at the Lord. Is that what that? I wish I could see that. I probably ought to go live on my computer, because you might want to read it, because I can't see. I see it say First Peter or something.
Yeah, but the good of all grace, who hath called us unto his eternal glory by Christ Jesus, after that ye have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, and settle you.
There it is. Boom. See, that's why I couldn't quote it, because I knew I had it jacked up. But I and just in saying that, trusting the process, trusting that God is who he is, trusting that there's nothing that is happening in your life that he don't know about. You know what I'm saying? So trusting that he got you, trusting Romans 8:28, all things work together for your good. Trusting that you'll go through those different processes. So with this new family member, God, I know God is he's going to strengthen, he's going to settle that. He's going to I'm okay. Should I be further in my career? I just retired at 50. Should I be further along? You know what? I trust God's process. I think I'm right where he wants me to be, and he will establish me, and he'll strengthen me, and he's going to settle me. Last point on it. I'd be worried about me going, I like to dance. Y'all know I like to dance. I'd be like, when am I going to not want to do that anymore? When it's time, he will settle me. He will establish me, and he'll strengthen me. So trust the process, people. Whatever you're going through, trust that God has it all under control. Absolutely. So word of the day.
Love it, love it, love it. Let's get to these goal diggers.
We can do gold. I like gold too.
So we coming off the heels of Michelle's project dropping and all the love and the support. And I knew with her setting that goal, she was going to have a tremendous amount of outpouring, in which she did. And I thought it'd be fitting that we talk about goal setting in general. And I found this article on starresults.com. This is a website that is for people who want to be top producers, right? High performance folks. I'm all into high performance, man. I got Brendan Bouchard's book, High Performance Habits, right here, which is a cold-blooded read. You know, you say cold-blooded, man, it's just cold-blooded, Michelle. It's cold-blooded. I got the High Performance Planner, which I don't use regularly, that I'm getting into the habit of using.
The planner
I got one in the car for you. So when we connect, it's in the car. So I got it stashed away. But you got to understand, I, for one, Michelle, to be completely transparent, do not set goals in the way that I should. And so I tell everybody, when I do these shows, when y'all see these lives, and I'm live streaming every day of the week, and this is for me. I'm just talking out loud, and y'all get to hear. That's I'm teaching myself something, but I just said, why be selfish with your teaching and just record it so other people can get the same lesson that you're getting. So this is for me. I need to get better at goal setting for the month, and y'all hold me to it. This is my first 5-figure month in business, the month of July. I'm going to get it, and y'all heard it here first. So wow, you want to kick it out, or do you want me to kick it off?
You know what? I can kick us off because it seems fitting. The first one seems fitting. All right, number 1, goals clarify your sales vision. Without goals, you may be quite busy, yet still unproductive. It is virtually impossible to develop what you have not, it's impossible to develop what you've not envisioned. The mere act of creating a plan of action enables you to form a concrete idea of your sales future. 1000% true. 1000% true. It may seem like you're doing stuff. I was doing this for the book, and I was doing that, and I was putting a little post here, until I really focused in and set a goal. Like I got some more goals that I'm gonna be pushing out this week for myself with the book. Just like they're about the book, but slightly they're focused differently. I'm setting some goals. That's what I'm doing. So you really can't hit your sales visions if you don't have goals. It's impossible. So you gotta have a plan.
It is. And let me just say this, you know, it's St. Louis hustle. So it's a lot of stuff we talk to is slanted towards entrepreneurship, business, growth, finance. But and where it says sales goal, it's just replace sales with result. Whatever result you're trying to get. It might be weight target. It might be a relationship goal. It might be a spiritual walk goal. It might be a time management goal, right? Whatever it is, it doesn't have to equate to sales. Just change sales to the word result, whatever result you're seeking, right? Number 2, goals keep you focused. Anything that is not a specific part of your plan is a distraction. Moreover, distractions prevent you from achieving success. By working solely towards the sales goals you have set, you remain focused on your goals, leaving no room for distractions. That one right there is for me, Michelle. Listen, with a man who's got his hand in umpteen thousand things, sometimes it gets a little crazy with the focus. And when I was in Atlanta for my birthday, I was at a conference with my mentor, Brian Bean. And the one thing, like, just for you guys who have studied and you watch videos and you're trying to learn and grow, all you need is one thing, man. Information changes situations. A lot of times, like, I know when I go to a weekend conference, Michelle, I'm just looking for 1 or 2 nuggets. There's going to be a whole lot of information shared. I just need 1 or 2 things. And the one thing he said is some of us have small vision and big focus, right? We focus all over the place and our vision is small. He said you need to flip it, expand your vision and narrow your focus. It's like the sun shines on everybody. But you get that sun in through a magnifying glass and focus that energy, you set some stuff on fire. Same thing with your life. When you get your vision to narrow and focus that big dream into a narrow focus, I think it's Billy Alsbrook that says, I'm here to set myself on fire so the world can watch me burn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So get focused, and goals will help you focus.
I don't want to burn, Cortez.
Yeah.
I don't like the heat like that. Okay. But I 100,000,000% agree. I've always had big vision. It's my focus that gets me skewed. My focus would be as big as the vision, and my focus has to be narrowed in, has to be really streamlined. So that makes so much sense. And I'm gonna borrow that nugget from you. I'll give it back later, but I'm gonna borrow that nugget. So number 3, goals make you accountable to yourself. Y'all know I'm all about accountability. Goals make you accountable to yourself. Once you set goals, you become accountable for meeting them. If you do right, don't make me give you the face. Be accountable. By doing so, you make yourself accountable, and it compels you to avoid procrastination, becoming the measure of how close you are to living up to your own standard. We talked about this before. Procrastination is such a dream killer, snatcher, stealer. Man, it will cause. I look at procrastination like sand through the hourglass of time. If you play with that thing too long, it'll drip through your fingers. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, it'll run right through. And before you know it, it's like, I just had it a minute ago. What happened? Is, you know what I'm saying? Procrastination causes that. So setting the goals, I see the accountability. Because, and here's the thing, when you set a goal, it's a bonus. Hopefully it ain't in this 10, but when you set a goal, making someone else aware of that goal. You know, I was challenged. I put the goal out there to my people. That helped to hold me accountable. You know, not necessarily pushing it, but it said, what are you doing, Shell, every day to try to hit your goal? What am I doing daily? Am I making daily posts? Because I should. Am I reaching out? Am I putting content out? I am. Am I, you know what I'm saying? So there are goals that need to be there, but sharing that with somebody helps you be more accountable. So love it.
Yeah. It's called the law of diminishing intent when it comes to procrastination. The law says I'm excited about doing something. And if I do it immediately, it's all good. But every moment that goes by that I don't do it, I get less and less excited. So my intent to do what I was excited for at first starts to diminish the longer. And let me say this about my procrastinators, my bougie procrastinators, right? They don't call it procrastination, Michelle.
What they call it?
Perfectionism. It's got to be perfect. If I can't put it out until it's perfect, that's just a bougie way of saying procrastination.
I love that. I absolutely love that, because that is, it's got to be, you know, I'm just a perfectionist. No, you just don't have good time management skills. You're a procrastinator.
Yep.
That is, I'm going to put that out there today.
It's just a bougie way of saying I'm procrastinating. Number 4, goals provide built-in benchmarks. The smaller goals mentioned earlier become a means for measuring your own progress. As you achieve each goal, it brings you a step closer to your overall goal. So when you think about it, these benchmarks, it keeps the motivation happening, right? It keeps you going. It's like, man, I said I'm going to do this. Then I reverse engineer what it's going to take to get that done. And I break it down into bite-sized steps, to daily action plan, to hourly action plan. I need to do these 3 things today. And as you check one off, it motivates, encourages you, and keeps you going. So these built-in benchmarks let you see progress, right? I think Miles Monroe says that a lot of people are fighting for change. He says, you don't fight for change, you fight for progress, right? I can change right here today, Michelle. If I go from 199 in my weight where I am today to 300 pounds, that's change.
Right.
But is it progress?
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand.
All change ain't good change.
All change ain't good change. So fight for progress and use your goals and benchmarks to kind of help keep you motivated along the way?
Man, you just said something right there, which leads us into number 5. Goals are motivators. Say it one more time.
Yes.
Goals are motivators. Attaining each of the smaller goals or sales goals builds your enthusiasm. This motivates you to continue, spurring you to keep striving for the final goal. You got to stay lit. Like the kids say, stay lit. You got to stay lit. You know what I'm saying? You really have to stay on fire for whatever that goal is. You got to do things that keep the fire burning, right?
Yeah.
And one of the key things, and I'm just skipping ahead. One of the key things is making sure that you hang with people, and I've heard you say this before, hang with people who are doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? That'll help to keep you motivated. It'll help keep you on fire. You know, if I'm doing all that I'm doing and I hang with people, you know, my people is my currency. People is what I do. It's just who I am. And if I'm hanging with somebody that's not a people person, or I'm hanging with somebody that doesn't care about helping others, that's going to steal my momentum. It's going to steal my motivation, because, you know what I'm saying, I'm counteracting. We ain't flowing together, because I'm going this way and you going that way. But if I'm hanging with people who want to help change people's lives, and I'm hanging with people who want to make a difference in this world, not just for themselves, but because they know they was put here for more, then that will keep me excited, keep me motivated. It keeps the person that I'm rolling with, it keeps them motivated. Iron sharpens iron, you know, but you can't be a lefty hanging with a righty and y'all moving like that. It won't keep you motivated.
Not at all. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to take a quick break. On the other side of this break, I'm going to give you these other 5, and then I'm going to tell you where you can go and hang with some of these people, man, that's going to hold you accountable, that's going to stretch you and push you to become the greatest version of yourself. So on the other side of this break, y'all make sure y'all keep it locked right here, and we're going to keep this show rolling.
Hey, good morning, Wealth Champions. Hey, listen, if you want to be financially successful, then you have to do what financially successful people do. And I know there's a few things that all wealthy people have in common. Number 1, they understand that building wealth is a team sport. Number 2, they understand the power of capitalism and business enterprise. Number 3, they love to use systems and leverage. And number 4, they all have mentors. My name is H. Cortez, also known as Financial Health Mentor. And for the last 5 years, I've been helping hardworking Americans get all of these things in place with one single membership. If you want to learn more about that, go to myperfectmoneyplan.com. Again, that's myperfectmoneyplan.com. And you're going to get a team of professionals, so you're not building wealth by yourself. You're going to get a system that's going to help you transform your finances. And last but not least, you're going to get some great mentorship to help you execute your game plan. So again, go to myperfectmoneyplan.com, and I'll see you on the other side.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cortez Hustle Show. I am, of course, your host, Cortez Hustle, and that is my lovely co-host, Michelle A. And we're talking goal setting, guys. And one thing I forgot to do is I forgot to give you guys our sponsor for Michelle's A word of the day, which is my man, Brian Keith McNeil. He's a sales confidence coach. And if you want to learn how to get new clients in your business, you want to know exactly what to say, how to say it, what to write in your Facebook posts and your blogs and all that kind of stuff, how to write it to get people to move to pulling out their credit card and buying from you, then you need to connect with my man, Brian Keith McNeil. I'm going to drop his website in the show notes, and you actually can register for a free masterclass where he's going to teach you about 60 to 90 minutes worth of hardcore proven strategies from his 30 years experience as a sales coach. So check out my man, Brian Keith McNeil, sponsor of Michelle, a word of the day for today. So we were talking goal setting, right? So we went through the first 5. Let me recap real quick, Michelle, and then you can hit them with numero 6.
Okay.
Number 1, these are the top 10 reasons to set goals in the first place. Goals clarify your vision. Goals keep you focused. Goals make you accountable to yourself. Goals provide built-in benchmarks, and goals serve as motivators to keep you in the game, moving down the right path.
Yes. Brings us right to goal number 6. Goals enable you to document your process. Document, people. Document. My goodness. Whether you merely have a mental checklist, I don't advise that, but go ahead. Whether you have a mental checklist or you take the time to write it down, setting goals outlines your vision for your future, whether it's sales or whatever it is you're doing, your future results. As Cortez said, striving to attain those goals delineates, thought that word was going to get me, delineates your progress towards your vision.
Yeah.
Man, I am a fan of write the vision, make it plain. I remember things better when I write it down. And again, I think that to a degree, when you write it down, it kind of adds into the accountability. Unless you just want to waste your time writing down a bunch of stuff you ain't going to do. Writing it down is like, damn, I didn't make a list. I probably should get to that. I should get to that. It helps. It helps. Definitely.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I switched. So there's an opportunity for me to write that stuff down in the planner. But if I showed y'all my desk, you'd be like, I see why you don't do the planner, because once you start moving stuff around, that mug flat out disappears. So I got a big whiteboard up here. So I take the same concept from the planner. What are the top 3 things I need to get done today? What are my top 3 priorities? And I put them on my whiteboard. So every time I look up from my computer, I see, and that helps me get back on task and be like, oh, that's what I'm supposed to be doing today. And I can get back on task from being distracted. Number 7, goals allow you to refine your strengths and strengthen your weaknesses.
All right.
You may stumble along the way. Howsoever, mistakes are instructive, providing opportunity to build up those areas where you demonstrate weaknesses and to further refine your strong suits. Now, talking about entrepreneurship, this is in the business world. You can, when it comes to strengths versus weaknesses, if you're a solopreneur, then you got to do all of this stuff. But when you start developing a team, I learned this from a 10-figure online marketer named Sunny Lenarduzzi. She says there's 3 A's that helps me maximize my strengths and stay and become more productive. She said the first thing I ask when it comes to a task towards hitting my goal, is this something that can be asked? Can I just cut this out altogether? Do I need to even invest any time in that? Right. Some of the times we're doing things that don't need to be done. And my book by Brian Tracy, Eat That Frog, he says the worst use of time ever in life is to do something extremely well that need not be done at all. And a lot of us do that. Right. So she asked herself, can this thing be axed altogether? Just cut out. Do I even need to do it at all? The second A is ask. Ask. Can I ask somebody for help with this? Right. And when you're pursuing your goals, you're going to find out really quickly the things that you do well and the things you can't do at all. And you're going to need to know when to ask for help. And then the third thing she does is this something I can automate? And this is how you increase your productivity. Can I automate this process in some kind of way?
Automation.
So, man, that's pretty dope, but it's going to help you refine your strengths and weaknesses, at least identify them. Because I don't necessarily believe in strengthening your weaknesses. I believe in operating in your 10, and then you hire out for everything else.
First of all, you messed me up because you said, is it something you can ask? I was like, because I know some people that be like, let me ask you a question. I'll be like, oh, where we going? Which acts are we talking about? Are we asking or asking? And then so you
gonna cut out a
right
question
back.
for me?
right. Can I cut out a question? You came right back from ask to ask. I was like, ooh, clever. That's gonna mess people up that think it's one word. What you mean?
Yeah.
That's 2 words? I thought it was a synonym. It means one word means 2 different things. Don't ask me nothing else. Okay.
Mess some folks up this morning. It's like, man,
you did send all your correspondence to that dude right there. He the one said y'all can't talk good. Nah. Okay.
They act. That's what I said. No.
Right. What are we doing? And the automation, when I tell you I love, that's my excited face. You see that? Whoa, I love automation.
Yeah.
There's nothing like being able to automate. When I found out, and I found out through you, thanks, that Facebook lets you automate stuff. And I'm like, well, shut your mouth. Which really, now I just got to get my procrastination. I got to get my perfection levels narrowed down. Because me trying to be a perfectionist has kept me from automating the way that I should.
Yeah.
So, automation is a wonderful thing. I champion it. Asking for help. I just last night thought about a young lady that I'm going to reach out to. She's great at time management. She's great at task mastering, and she is a person that will push me. And we talked about team, and building a team. If you're a solopreneur, that's good, but you can only be a solopreneur. I'm finna say something. Don't slap nobody. If you're a solopreneur, that's cool, but how big is your vision? If you're a solopreneur, because technically, if we're doing what we just said about goal setting, if your vision is big, you are not going to be able to be a solopreneur. Like you can't. No, you're gonna need a team. Thanks, CORTEZ. You're gonna need a team. So that is coming to fruition for me, and it's. If you're like me, you're a person that's like, I don't need no help. I can do it on my own self. No, ask for help. Ask. Ask somebody to help.
Stop asking. Ask for help and stop asking your help.
Cause that boy is good. That boy is good. Stop cutting out your help. What?
Yeah.
Truth is, I'm tired. Okay. Well, you almost took me to the king with that one. Goals compare. Number 8. Goals compel you to achieve your potential. Man, oh man, oh man. Remember those childhood report cards with comments on whether you lived up to your potential? Yes, I did. My mom will be like, what is this? But now, just hear me out. I was trying to get it right. I was being a perfectionist. Right. In the area of homework. I get the homework just right, so I couldn't turn it in. She said, "Okay, give me that belt. I'm gonna show you how to be a perfectionist." Got some perfect
lashes for that ass is what I got then.
Lashes for the asses. That's what she had. Sales goals, goal setting now compels you to stretch for that potential. You may find yourself exercising muscles that you've not previously used, or those result muscles that you're going for. Enlarging the full extent of your sales or your results potential. Yeah. Man, oh man, oh man. Setting goals, it makes you hit the mark just because you realize your potential. I got a lot going on over here, but if I don't set the goals, I'll never realize that potential. So I think I even make little comments to myself. Like me, perfect example, me watching that little show, me watching that big show, that Questlove thing, and I took notes, right? And I don't really know why I took notes. I took notes just for so many different reasons. It made me want to write things down, but I just looking back over my notes, it is some of the things that this guy did to put this whole shindig together. I was taking little nuggets from him. Yeah. It's been over 50 years ago, but I took little nuggets because I'm gonna make my own list, and that'll help me realize some potential within myself along with my goal setting. So, man,
and the one thing that success cannot handle in terms of giving up to you all that you should have, success loves speed, success loves enthusiasm, But the one thing that success can never deny is modeling. So you ultimately will be throwing your own shindigs. So taking notes from what that guy did to make yours successful just makes sense. The one thing success cannot deny, it can't deny speed. So speed to action. It can't deny enthusiasm. When you just are just feeling and in the moment and you're enthusiastically moving towards your goal, success cannot deny that. And it cannot deny those who model, because if it did, then success will be a hypocrite, right? If I do the things that somebody else did to win and you allow that person to win and then I can't win, then success is a hypocrite. But you bring speed, enthusiasm, and you model something that somebody else has done to win, then you will be successful. Number 9, goals improve your approach. This is so critical, man, because a lot of times we're simply not winning because our approach is wrong. We're approaching the situation all wrong. It's important to adapt your approach to fit your current goals. Minor changes in your approach may very well yield big improvements in your results, enabling you to attain your primary goal more quickly and easily. Right? I'll give you an example of the approach. Right? I used to coach youth basketball. And in youth basketball, you have what's called select teams and you have what's called rec teams.
I love this.
So a select team is where you literally go and select the best ball players you can find, and you might, it's kind of like USA Dream Team. You go and put you a dream team together because everybody else has a dream team, so you're going to compete against other dream teams. And a recreational team just says, hey, anybody who wants to play, come on, let's play. Everybody's going to get the same amount of playing time. We're not concerned about winning. We just want to have fun. You see how the goal creates the approach. If my goal is just to have fun, then I can run a select team all day long because they're going to have some fun, winning, losing. They're just going to have fun. They're just happy to be out there.
Yeah.
But if the goal is to win a championship, my approach is way different. Hey, little Bronny Lowe's little boy, listen, this ain't the squad for you, right? My approach is different. You know, I have tryouts and I have to cut folks, and you know, I have to cut parents like, hey, your kid is good, but you messing them up, so neither one of y'all can be on this team, right? Because it's great. So the goals will help you take the right approach. And some of us are trying to win. I watched the movie Black Friday, and it's a documentary on Black wealth. And I study wealthy people in finance and why we're broke and all that kind of stuff. And one of the guys said, and this goes to approach as well, he said, Black people are the only people on a battlefield treating it like a playground. So when you think about approaches, we are going up against a select team, but we're approaching it like recreational. Hey, this is just fun. Let's just tip the. No, these jokers out to kill, rob, kill, steal, and destroy, and we're out trying to get on the doggone merry-go-round. No, you gotta
the tornado
approach, right? Because of the goal, right? So now we're at number 10, and then we got some great places for you to go to find.
Man, excited. Oh, I'm excited for that. You always got the stuff. Goodness gracious. Number 10. My drum roll. Okay. Goals make you more resilient. I love it. Setbacks will occur. When you respond with resilience, you can perceive these setbacks as chances to try new methods rather than view them as the end in and of themselves. As such, you become a better sales rep, or you become better result orientated. You're better able to overcome adversity and to achieve all that you have set out to accomplish. Man, it builds you up. builds you up so you don't have no give up. There it is.
Love it.
There
love
it
it,
is.
Love it. So one of the key differences of highly successful people is that they take time to set, and the other key component, monitor their goals. Goal setting not only facilitates the achievement of your objectives, but also enhances your skills and performance. I have spent several hours this year to set new goals and insist that all clients I work with do the same. So that is the top 10 reasons you should be setting goals, ladies and gentlemen. And one of the things that you absolutely have to do in order to make this a reality in your life, you have to get around people who are goal setters themselves so that they can push you to setting and monitoring your goals. And one of the places that you can get this is through Michelle's group called A Ladies. You want to tell them a little bit about your group?
Absolutely. The A Ladies Facebook group, it's a brand new group that I started. And it's a place where ladies, we could kind of come together, and we could talk about our wins. We can talk about maybe even some of our losses. We could come together and set goals, for where we want to go in life. I am involving and have thus far other strong women who I'm holding them in the gate a little bit. They wait to get out the gate on you guys. But other strong women that are anxious and ready to network, they're ready to kind of get busy and share some of their knowledge and their expertise from their particular field. I have other women in media. I have women from corporate America. I have a life coach, a counselor, and these are women that, of course, I network with, but they all have something to lend. They all want to come and receive, but they also want to come and lend to the group as well. So it's a great place, ladies. It's the A Ladies Facebook group. I'll be try to send out invitations every week. I'll be sending out more invitations this week to come and be a part of that group, so that we can, just really get out there and do the work. It's a safe space for ladies to come and be ladies and talk about the things that we go through in this world and how to become better women and moms and daughters and sisters and wives. And it's a great place where all that's going to take place.
Love it, love it, love it. And that's where you're going to find accountability. People that you share your goals and dreams with, who are then going to, from time to time, week to week, month to month, ask you, how you coming with that? You need any help with that? What can we do to help you make sure that you're going to hit that? Right.
Absolutely.
So that is for the ladies.
That's for the ladies. The link's in the post for the show. So make sure that you click on that link. You can request to join. And I'm gonna say this is my last thing. Now this is for the ladies, A Ladies. But I'm gonna be honest. Remember, Cortez, you were just talking about selective ball playing versus rec ball. This is selective ball, right? Yeah. Everybody's welcome, but ain't nobody coming in on no foolishness. So if you think you're just gonna come in and just be and just lie dormant, nah. No, because we got some high growth, high powered women in this group that are just anxious to just share and help each other grow. And that's what we want. We want that little culture of growth and self-love and improvement and all that wonderfulness. So,
yep. All right. That's for the ladies. And so I couldn't let Michelle just have something for the ladies and not have something for the fellas. So if you are serious about transforming your life, fellas, I am rolling out financially lit fathers, right? It's all about raising our financial IQ as men, because I know that the book I read tells me that my primary mission is to be a provider and protector of my family. And we are in the 21st century, still trying to accomplish that mission like we were in the 19th century. Well, guess what? You can provide and protect your family more effectively and efficiently. What do I mean? Guys, with the internet, you can make the same amount of money that you make in a week, in a day. What does that mean? Well, listen, if I have to work 60 hours to make $1,000 in a week so I can afford a nice house to put my family in so that they could stay safe, you're doing a wonderful thing. But if I'm gone away from the house 60 hours a week, how can I protect my children's emotions? How can I protect them from potential hurt, harm, and danger? How can I protect and guard their thought process when they come home from school having a bad day? And I'm not saying you need to quit your job. I'm saying, fathers, there is a better way to earn money. And I know it's not your fault. Our school system taught and trained us that the only way to make money is through a job. And that's just not true. So I'm creating this group where we're going to raise your financial IQ. We're going to focus on entrepreneurship, personal brand development, and we're going to create this environment where we're going to be able to win, and not only win for our own families, but win so that we can give back and, lift as we climb, as my man Evan Jefferson would say all the time. And here's the thing, and I'm going to say this, I'm going to try to get it out quickly so you can give me your last words, Michelle. But when slavery ended, we were the most skilled group of people on the planet.
Yep.
But because you had a bunch of people enter the workforce who were used to working for free with all of these skills, they knew that, hey, man, I can work for $1 an hour. I'm used to working for free. I'm a master carpenter, so I work. So what they did was they created unions. What they did was they created the governing bodies and the certification boards that says, you got this skill, but you need to pass this test to prove that you can do this skill. I think I just built a whole house. What do you mean I need to pass the test?
Right. That's how they got us.
But
that's how they got
what they
us.
knew is you couldn't read and write. So now you can't even use the skills that you have unless you got a certification from some board. So because you couldn't get the certification, instead of you passing your skill down to your children, you told your children to go to school and learn how to read and write. So they know how to read and write, but they don't know how to feed them damn selves because they don't have a skill.
Wow.
So we're going to focus on you getting financially literate, making money, saving money, then growing the money that you make and save, and do it in a way that it don't take all of your time. Because John D. Rockefeller said, the man who spends all day working has no time to make money. And that's so true. Last words, sis.
Man. Man, set a goal today. Just get out the gate, set a goal, a small one. One thing I learned through this article and some research I was doing, if you're not good at setting daily goals, set a monthly goal, set a weekly goal, but set a goal. Don't not do anything. Set a goal and work towards that one. And when you get it completed, it's time for the next one. But don't not do it.
Yeah, and that's part 2 of this is once you finish the goal, the game ain't over. You got to set a new goal. You got to always be reaching and striving for something, because growth is in the process. Your happiness is in the progress, not in the destination. So until we talk to y'all next time, we want you to get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now, hustle up.